Put some Metallica before the start of this. Anyway, welcome to episode 79, I think it is now, of Thursday Night's Warfare. What day it is this is the day before Wrestle Kingdom 18, ladies and gentlemen. We got a heck of a show lined up. We got night 2 of Group B action in the World Tag League. We got 2 championship matches. We have 6-man tag match as well tonight. To kick things off on this episode, it will be Patrick Starr defending the MEOW Immortal Championship against Luther of Wrestling's Worst Nightmare. Like I said earlier, this is the day before Wrestle Kingdom 18. Wrestle Kingdom 18 is happening tomorrow. Well, tomorrow morning, our time, but in Japan, it'll be happening at nighttime. But Wrestle Kingdom 18 is going to be a fantastic show to watch. I do plan to do an episode tomorrow, but it will be in the morning because I'll be too busy watching Wrestle Kingdom in the afternoon, and then Shockwave's going to have his show that night as well. But will Luther win the Immortal Championship tonight against Patrick Starr in an opening contest? It's the first of 2 title matches that we have tonight. The second one is Kenny Stickman defending the junior heavyweight title against Adrian Coleman. But here we go. Of course, that 60-minute time limit and 20 count for a count out. That humongous 6-man tag we got a little bit later on is champions versus challengers. We got a team of Christopher, Matt Bennett, and Baron Von Farkas taking on a team of world champion Yota Tsuji, the hybrid champion John Moxley, and the KOPW 2024 champion Jacob Cass. And you cannot forget about World Tag League action tonight with Group B. Main event is going to be the Boomtown Saints of LeJohn Lennox and Ryan Fisher versus the team of Rockabilly Connection, Reverend Morbid and Matt Bennett. Reverend Morbid and Rockstar Steve. Hell's End tonight, they got a tough one. They got the House of Black, you got Chaos versus United Empire. If you guys have not seen the last episode, I highly recommend watching it, where it had that big main event between United Empire and Hell's End for the tag team titles. And it was a hell of a match. Great match it was for those tag team championships. Oh my goodness, Luther just choke tossing Patrick around the ring, and this has so far been a great Luther matchup, using his power to his advantage. Now Patrick chucking around Luther. Now he's chucking around Luther again. Patrick, I think Patrick wouldn't mind a count-out victory or a count-out loss, as he doesn't lose the title via count-out. Now, there is some championships here that can be lost via count-out. The International Championship and the KOPW title are 2 championships in this company where if you lose your match via count-out, you will lose the championship. Ooh, power slam on the floor by Patrick Starr. Patrick taking advantage right now with the powerbomb on the floor to Luther. Oh, Patrick in control. 15. Like I said, Patrick will not mind a count-out victory. 16. Back in the ring is Luther with Patrick. Patrick trying to use some power here, and he got it. Big old distance punch. Luther back to his feet. In the corner is Patrick. Luther has his arm now, pulling him into the ropes. Ooh, a right hand to the face. Patrick did not see that right hand, and oh, head first in the turnbuckles was Patrick. Oh, man, that arm again. Look at Luther. He's in the corner. Patrick trying to block it, and he does. The cover to retain his title, and a kick out. This was going to be originally Drilla Maloney's opportunity, but of course he's not here tonight. He was over in Japan last night for a press conference. Oh, discus clothesline. Good God, turned that man inside out. Luther's going to try to end it with a stunner. Got it, Luther with a stunner. Center of the ring. Is that for the championship title? Luther is your new champion. We got a brand new Immortal Champion, ladies and gentlemen. Here's your winner of the match. And the new MEOW Immortal Champion, Luther. Luther's the new Immortal Champion, pins Patrick Starr off a stunner. And it looks like Wrestling's Worst Nightmare now has some new hardware other than just those MSW Trios Championships. A great victory for Luther as he's got some gold. Not only that, he's got some singles gold, something he's never held in his career. And now we go to our second match, championship match of the evening. It is Kenny Stickmin defending the junior heavyweight title against Adrian Coleman. Can Kenny Stickmin beat the true bastard of wrestling? That is the question. We already had one title change tonight, but we have another one. Get some stuff out of my throat on that. But that's a big win for Luther. That's a humongous victory for what he calls himself, the badass rebel of wrestling. But yeah, Luther's got his first singles championship of his career tonight with that victory. Okay, so 2:30 tonight. Well, it's actually 2:30 in the mornings when Wrestle Kingdom starts. Like I said, I won't watch that until it's over, just so I can watch the whole thing at once. That's why I'm doing an episode tomorrow morning. But this is going to be an interesting match between these two men here, between Kenny and Coleman. Kenny Stickmin, definitely the more high-flying and speedy of the two guys, but Adrian Coleman has that experience factor, that striking ability on his side, and he's not afraid to cheat to win. This is a man who has won title matches with low blows. This is a man who has won matches via countout just to tease people. Oh no, YouTube just screwed you out of a 1K short? Uh-oh. What did YouTube do to screw you out of your short? That sucks. Ooh, the arm. That's gotta hurt. Hopefully you guys don't mind that I have some gum in my mouth. You know, to freshen up that breath. Don't worry, I won't be drinking any orange juice after I spit my gum out. Because that's a bad idea. We all have done that at least once in our lives. You know, eat gum, chew on gum or brush your teeth and you actually drink some orange juice. Yeah, not a good taste. Nice elbow there by Stickmin as he tries to keep the junior heavyweight title. One title's already changed hands tonight. Will be another one today. This is probably the perfect time to spit my gum out. People that want to know what gum I use, I currently have the Icebreaker Ice Cubes. They're just like icebreakers, but instead of circle, they're the shape of, instead of being circle shaped, they're like in cube form. Like peppermint. At 600 views in under 6 hours. Nice. They got removed due to a change in the video settings. Oh, come on. Damn it, YouTube. You screwed that one up, YouTube. Right now, Kenny in control of the challenger. What is that? What the hell is this? Like a muscle buster? Yeah, like a version of a muscle buster. Oh, knee to the ribs there by Adrian Coleman. It will be only a matter of time before he gets into this. A true bastard himself. Knee to the, oh, he misses the knee. And Kenny with the power. I can't believe it's already January the 3rd. So close to Wrestle Kingdom, as that's tomorrow. You also got the World Juniors ending on Friday. It kept the views from it, but it lost that traction. Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, YouTube really did screw you out of that. Stickman going for a Drilla-Killa. Kenny Stickman using Drilla-Killa on Coleman, and Coleman kicks out. I might have another video later on. I don't know. It just depends on what's happening tonight. Coleman off the rope. What is he going for? Oh, running knee in the corner. Good God, that was right to the side of his head. And what is Adrian Coleman going for? Oh, what the hell? He just stole Stickman's own move. That code breaker, that spinning code breaker, and a kick out. That's why they call him a true bastard. He's going to steal your own moves and try to beat him with it. And, oh, come on. What's with the taunting for? Get off your knees. Stop praying. No, fans. Sorry, I know you're saying Fight Forever, but this is not AEW. Guillotine submission applied by Coleman. Don't know if Kenny's going to tap, but there's a possibility he could tap out. Oh. Hard to believe it's already 2024 and we're only a few days into it. And thank God that we're not Japan right now. It's poor Japan. In the span of the first 2 days of 2024, Japan had an earthquake and then they had a plane crash. That's just in 2 days. That's what they had. What a start to the year if you're Japan. You have an earthquake happen and then you have a plane crash. Kenny's got an armbar applied. Yeah, just thank the Lord that there's no tsunami off that earthquake in Japan. We all know the last time that there was a tsunami and an earthquake in Japan, that almost destroyed the entire country. Coleman blocks that. Adrian Coleman's going to go for that cutter, and he got it. That could potentially be for a victory. Adrian Coleman, has he done it? No. Oh, hey, Christopher. Didn't see it, Mr. Christopher. You got a match tonight. Your match is actually next. Yeah, you're in a 6-man tag team match after this. Couple knees to the ribs here by Adrian Coleman to try to win the title. More knees to the ribs. Oh. Coleman try to put away Kenny. Knees off the second rope this time. And again, some more knees. Right into the ribs of Kenny Stickman. And he's going to look to end the match right here. Sliding knee to the head. And Adrian Coleman has the bastard won another championship. Yes, he has. Adrian Coleman has now won the junior heavyweight title. Here's your winner of the match in the new MEOW Junior Heavyweight Champion, the true bastard of wrestling, Adrian Coleman. Well, I mean, they call him a true bastard for nothing. They call him a man of 1,000 egos, but he's got himself a title now again. Not only that's the junior heavyweight title. And that's 2 title changes tonight. All right, here's the 6-man tag match. It is Contenders versus challengers. You have Christopher Hovis teaming up with Baron Von Farkas and Matt Bennett. They're taking on the team of the world champion Yota Tsuji, the hybrid weight champion Jon Moxley, and the KOPW 2024 champion Jacob Cass. All of these men will be in championship matches pretty soon at our next pay-per-view. But this is just a little, bragging rights. Who's got momentum going into those title matches? I guess I'll do some shout-outs before the match begins here. I'll give the shout-outs to two people in the chat right now. You got Edge_Gaming, both on YouTube and Twitch. And Mr. Dustkiller 30, aka Christopher Hovis, on both YouTube and Twitch. You have Vampiro712. You have Shockwave Wrestling. Make sure if you're a subscriber of Shockwave Wrestling, you watch this show Thursday night. Got a big one. You have Prince Macau. You have Iron Taylor. You have Number 6 with Cheese and Franchise Guy. Random shout-outs of tonight. Water, because it's water. Apparently my cat thinks it's a good idea to go into my window blinds. Water, what do you got here? O'Keefe's Working Hands, because it's one of the best inventions ever made. And, I'm trying to think about what my other shout-out will be. I'm going to give it to Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. That game's coming out the end of the month, and I'll be buying that game. One of my most anticipated games of the year. But here we go. It's 6-man tag action here. This is the match before we have our World Tag League continue. And the contenders beat the challengers, or will the team of the champions beat the contenders? This is just pinfall or submission in the ring. Christopher's going after Jon Moxley right now. But Moxley counters Christopher. Baron Von Farkas with a big move there to Yota Tsuji. You got Christopher and Moxley going at it. You got Farkas and Yota Tsuji. And you got Jacob Cass going after Matt Bennett. Bella, what are you doing? What are you doing on my windowsill, you silly cat? My cat is being silly. She's on my windowsill in my bedroom. Look out for Christopher here. Christopher's going after Jacob Cass, but blocked by Cass. Matt Bennett sent over the top rope here by Jon Moxley. Moxley beat Bennett at Winter's Nightmare to keep the hybrid weight title. Can he do it again in our next pay-per-view to keep the belt? Not only that, but Moxley has a big match tomorrow. He faces both David Finlay and Will Ospreay to crown the first IWGP Global Champion. And there's been a big deal made between Will Ospreay and Jon Moxley, where the deal was Moxley gets 2 non-alcoholic beers, and then Will's side of the deal is that him and Moxley work together for the first 5 minutes of the match to beat up David Finlay and take him out of the equation so that it can just go down to a one-on-one match between Jon Moxley and Will Ospreay. That's just because Moxley and Ospreay don't believe that Finlay deserves any way to be in the match tomorrow. Cover and a kick out by Yota Tsuji off Baron Von Farkas. Headlock here by Moxley. Moxley, a splash, but it's caught. Whoa, inverted exploder by Jon Moxley. Everyone's on the outside. And we have Bennett against Jacob Cass. Got Christopher and Yota Tsuji. What are you doing, Cat? The Cat is losing her mind right now. No one's in the ring, but right now Matt Bennett throws Jacob back in the ring, but he decides to not go after him because this is 2K23. Now there's Baron Von Farkas in the ring. Like I said, this is 2K23. No one's gonna go after him. And Yoda's back in the ring. Yota Tsuji's waiting for someone in the ring. He's saying, come on, I want to fight. Oh, and he just missed. He just missed a suicide dive. Again, back in the ring's Yota Tsuji. I think Baron Von Farkas is going to go after Yota Tsuji. Yeah, Jacob's also in there, too. Jacob trying to help out Yota Tsuji. Christopher, what is he doing? Oh my god, Christopher, the tilt-a-whirl. Now Yota and Christopher going at it. Now we got Baron Von Farkas and Yota Tsuji. Tsuji blocks him. Tsuji picks him up with a gut buster. Oh, he's going for the curse stomp, trying to put away Baron Von Farkas. There's a curse stomp from Yota Tsuji to win the match for his team. It's broken up by Christopher to keep the match alive. Uh-oh, Gaunt style pile driver. Jon Moxley with a hell of a pile driver. And he's going to go for the killing blow because here comes Death Rider. Death Rider with the exclamation point. It's broken up by Matt Bennett. Bennett keeps the match alive. Because I definitely know if the Death Rider would have ended the match perfectly. Cover by Bennett and a breakup by Jacob. He's going. Jacob going after Christopher here. Jacob Cass is blocked by Christopher. Yoda the dive on Baron Von Farkas. Code breaker. Christopher's going to the top rope, but he doesn't see that Jacob got right back to his feet here. Christopher misses an elbow. Christopher misses a big elbow. Big shot to the back there. Jacob Cass is all over Christopher Hovis. Jacob's going to try to end it here. The kick goes for that Rolling Stone brain buster to put away Christopher and win the match for his team. A breakup by Baron Von Farkas. Farkas keeps the match alive. Oh, whoa, what the hell was that? I think that was a super kick by Yota Tsuji on Christopher. And that's it. Yota Tsuji and his team wins. The world champion gets the pin on his contender. And that's going to give him, Moxley, and Jacob Cass a little bit of a momentum boost going into their title matches. Christopher got hit with a Death Rider. The pin was broken up. Then got hit with the Brain Buster. The pin was broken up. Then a super kick by Yota Tsuji to pin Christopher for 3. Big yawn. Big yawn. And okay, enough of those matches. It's time for World Tag League Group B action. This is night 2 of Group B. In tonight's matches, the first one to kick things off is Team DK versus Monster Sauce. Both teams are at 0 points right now, and they face off to try to go to 2 points. So this should be a fun match to watch here between these two teams. Unless a draw happens, which that would suck if a draw happens. But hey, we know wrestling these days. Things happen. Just 1 second here before I start the match. Oh, man. Another big yawn. Jeez Louise. I can't stop yawning today. It's probably because I woke up later than I wanted to, but let's head to the ring here As the following contest, this one follows a Group B match in World Tag League. Introducing first, representing the mighty Don't Kneel, aka TMDK, he is Mad Mikey Nichols. And introduces his tag team partner from Australia. He's another member of the mighty Don't Kneel, Hysterical Shane Haste. And there's Shane Haste, Mr. Like I said, hysterical, but also fashion man. Very fashion when it comes to his outfits, but of course he's just wearing the tank top tonight. But can Team DK get on the board? Former two-time tag team champions here. This could be their opportunity to, but they face a dangerous team. And introducing their opponents, weighing in over combined 500 pounds. They are the Murder Hawk Monster, Lance Archer. The Sauce, Alex Zane. They are Monster Sauce. And there's the former two-time #1 contenders to the Tag Team Championships, Monster Sauce. They lost their opening match to Rockabilly Connection. Can this be their comeback as they face off against Team DK? Not too many went well for them in the match against Rockabilly Connection, but will that be the opposite tonight? Now Christopher's eating. What a perfect time to be eating while he's watching Monster Sauce. But here in Monster Sauce and Team DK in this 30-minute time limit with a 20 count out here. A DDT by Zane, and Archer blocks Mikey Nichols. Oh, big clothesline. Lance Archer almost took the head off of Mikey Nichols. Look at that, the arm of Shane Haste bent, and a kick by Alex Zane. Covered by the Sauce, and a kick out by Shane Haste. It was Haste that was covered in their match against the Gorillas of Destiny after Shane Haste did a godsend and then a CR2 that got the Gorillas of Destiny the victory. If I remember correctly, Gorillas of Destiny, they face, who do they face? I think it's House of Torture. Yeah, I believe it's House of Torture, the team that they face tonight. Elbow to the head there by Lance Archer. Archer. Look out. Oh, dropping the head of Mikey Nichols, and a big drop kick by Shane Haste. Haste. And caught by Lance Archer. 2K still sucks. I mean, what's new, Christopher? They always do. Alex Zane with that. Oh, God. Sling Blade Bulldog on the floor. And a bump there by both men. Oh, Haste needs a drop kick to the knee, but then he axe handles Alex Zane. The referee talking to Mikey Nichols. I don't know why she's talking to him for. Mikey going after Lance Archer here. And Mikey Nichols a clothesline, a drop kick by Alex Zane. Refereeing the way there, Mikey rolled through there by Archer. Archer blocked there by Mikey, but Mikey eats a punch to the ribs. All four men are in the ring right now. Alex Zane eats a kick to the back. Alex Zane up, and Mikey Nichols goes to that brain buster. It's blocked by Zane. Zane with a chop block. Shane Haste, German suplex. Snapmare takedown, Mikey Nichols. Whoa, a dive by Shane Haste. Mikey's going to go for that sliding clothesline. And no, he's going to go for the Death Valley driver first, but it's blocked by Archer. Farming Simulator rolls. Not for people that like farming, it does. Good block by Archer. Archer. Oh, he's going to go for blackout. If it's blackout, I mean, it has to be over. Here we go. Lance Archer. Blackout. Blackout by Archer. Here's the cover to put away. Team DK get on the board. And Mikey Nichols kicks out of blackout. Like the strategy here in Monster Sauce. Let Lance Archer go after the kind of the weaker of the two when it comes to in-ring ability. Where's Lance Archer going? Archer on the apron of the ring. And Archer just punched the floor. Alex Zane with Falcon Arrow. Oh, Dirty Bella. Sorry for yawning. My cat's dirty right now. She's licking herself. Nice kick counter by Mikey, but a punch duck there. But he has a kick to the leg, and for his troubles, sunset flip. Oh, spine buster by Mikey. Shane Hayes, an elbow in the corner. Beautiful running elbow in the corner from Mr. Hysterical. Shane, big time lariat. Standing lariat there by Shane Hayes to put away Lance Archer, and a breakup by Zane. Zane caught by Mikey, but Mikey eats his elbows to the head. Zane, Hurricanrana with the takedown. Shane Hayes goes for Bomb Valley Death to win the match for TDK and a breakup. Now we got Zane and Shane Hayes again in the ring. Shane Hayes trying to block it, and he does. And Christopher says he's going to watch this later. Okay, go ahead. You can watch it later. Split discus clothesline out of nowhere by Shane Hayes. Shane is saying it's over soon. He's flexing. And my cat is dirty once again. Oh, wait a second. Taco driver. Taco driver. And Shane Hayes kicks out of the taco driver. That was close. Alex Zane almost got the victory for Monster Sauce. He's going for it again. Shane Hayes trying to block it. Oh, he kicks him in the ribs. He blocks the taco driver. Hayes, fallaway slam. Either side of the head by Mikey. Super kick by Shane. Shane Hayes with these nice strikes. Zane trying to block this move here by Shane Hayes, and he does. Hayes needs a right hand. Mikey, oh, big spinning heel kick. Mikey Nichols. Punch to the head. Cover by Mikey Nichols to win the match for Team DK. And a kick out there by Zane. Archer from behind. Archer with a two-handed choke slam. Bomb Valley Death, it is blocked. It is blocked. Oh, he's going for blackout again, but this time Alex Zane. Zane. Oh, what a move. Out of the corner, Alex Zane. And Archer's going for everybody dies, and never mind. Everybody dies claw, but no one's home. Snap suplex. Oh, here we go. Pop-up blast. Right. That was out of nowhere by Shane Hayes. Oh, now Alex Zane doesn't see it coming. As here comes Bomb Valley. No, it is blocked again. He can't hit Bomb Valley Death. Mikey's going for that sliding lariat. Here comes Baja Blast. Baja Blast to Shane Hayes. Cover on Shane Hayes. Breakup by Mikey Nichols. Mikey's going for the spinning brainbuster, and he got it. He got the spinning brainbuster to put away Alex Zane to win the match for Team DK. And that's it. Team DK have won this match. Big win for Team DK as here's your winners of the match. Mikey Nichols and Shane Hayes. Team DK. A pin off a spinning brainbuster on Alex Zane by Mikey Nichols gets Team DK the victory. And they got their first 2 points of this tournament. That's a big win for those two boys. as they look to rebound after their first loss. And now they're 1-1. And Smart Sauce goes to 0-2. Joining the Iron Taylor and Mr. Mason in that group. Okay, now we got two teams that are both 1-0 right now to start off this tournament. You got the team of Hell's End, Trevor Johnson and Alex Brimstone, the team that came up just short of being the new tag team champions. They face off against Buddy Matthews and Brody King of the House of Black. Which team will go to 4 points and will join number 6 with Cheese along with Group A as the second team with 4 points. This is an interesting one, especially with these two teams being at 2 points. And House of Black beat Boomtown Saints, and Hell's End, of course, beat the United Empire. Well, this will definitely be a fun match to watch, knowing how this match will be very hard-hitting, very powerful. Do I like AEW? As a company, I like AEW. I like watching them more than WWE. I don't like their games. I don't like the AEW games, but I do like their company. I do watch them. I just watched World's End a couple days ago, but I'll be right back. I just gotta go get some water. My favorite two in AEW, Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston. You know what? I like that choice. And I'm probably going to have to agree with you on that. I most likely agree with you on that. I really like Eddie Kingston. Jon Moxley's my favorite current day wrestler. He's been that since 2016 or 15. I don't remember the year. But Jon Moxley's been my favorite current wrestler ever since he was Dean Ambrose. But yeah, Eddie Kingston is either my second or my third favorite in AEW. Is AEW my favorite company to watch? No, I prefer TMD. I still prefer TNA and New Japan over AEW, but AEW is not a bad company at all, despite what people want to tell you. WWE is too predictable in my mind. AEW's got better weekly shows than WWE, and they seem to put on better pay-per-views. That's not trash on WWE. Just WWE does some things better than AEW and some other companies. I feel like they have a better complete roster than AEW. They can put on better stories or side stories than AEW. You only watch AEW and Ring of Honor. Hey, that's fine. You do what you do. That's all right with me. I watch those as well. Do I watch some more than others? Yes, but I usually find some good time to watch a lot of wrestling. There's nothing wrong with only watching it one company or two companies or whatever. You're fine with having your own opinion in what you watch. You should not be judged for it. But of course, with how toxic fan bases can get these days, people will just tear apart others for what they watch or who they like. Right now, Buddy Matthews is in control of Trevor Johnson as Brimstone is 2-on-1 right now for the House of Black. Nice counter, though, by Brimstone on Brody King. King was the guy who helped get the pin for the House of Black in their tag match last episode. It was Buddy Matthews that got the pump handle Death Valley Driver to get the win over the Boomtown Saints. So now we got each team's guys in the ring. Johnson with that beautiful knee to the head. And that's Brody King and Trevor Johnson, two men that are basically equal size here. Falcon Arrow. As Brody, arm slam. WWE's not your cup of tea. Hey, that's not my cup of tea either. It's not mine either. Like I said, to me, they're just too predictable, and I'm not really a fan of long title reigns. And that's my problem sometimes with WWE. They just don't know when the correct time is to put the belt on someone. I mean, in hindsight, look, Roman Reigns is not, in my opinion, World Championship material anymore. He's too busy being at home, and he doesn't hardly ever show up. Logan Paul, kind of the same way. I mean, yeah, is he good in the ring? Yes, but the problem is he hardly even shows up there anymore. But other guys like Gunther and the Women's World Champion, all those people, they deserve the championships. Because, you know, they show up almost daily. They at least defend their championships. Cover here and a kick out by Brimstone. What do you think of Samoa Joe as world champion? I think it was a good choice. In my opinion, it was a good choice to make Samoa Joe world champion. He was my pick anyway to beat MJF. It was either, in my opinion, it was either Samoa Joe or Jay White that should beat MJF, and it was Samoa Joe. And I agree with that 100%. That was a perfect idea by AEW to do that. It was smart, calculated, and they took risks that pay off. Because now, with MJF without the title, they can focus on him recovering from the pain that he has. And maybe an injury he has. You know, he can take some time off to recover. Because, look, in my opinion, I already feel like he's already re-signed his contract with AEW. They just don't want to announce it just yet. So I think he's already re-signed. They just don't want to announce it just yet. But yeah, having Samoa Joe as world champion is good. You can have people take time off, and you can still have good championship quality matches. Now, who do I think will Samoa Joe lose the title to? I don't know. I mean, that's a pretty good one. I mean, he could lose it to probably Swerve Strickland would be my opinion that he should lose it to. He either should lose it to Swerve Strickland or Jay White. And that's before All In. Because I believe in All In, they're going to have Will Ospreay win the title. 2-on-1 in the ring right now for Hell's End. Retailing both the chest of Brody King. We all knew that Adam Cole was the devil. Yeah, I mean, I predicted that he would be. And it's kind of a smart, it is a smart choice in my opinion that they made him the devil. Due to story reason-wise and the other people that are in his group. You know, he's got the Kingdom with him. He's got Roderick Strong. And he's got Wardlow. You know, those are all people in that group that make sense. Those are all people that don't like MJF and have beef with him when it comes to storyline reasons. It makes sense. It just seemed like the perfect fit. Jungle Boy wouldn't make any sense because he's not really, how should I say, he's not really in that role yet to be a top heel. And the other predictions that people have, like Will Ospreay and those, not yet. Probably too early in their AEW careers to do that. Sit down there by Trevor Johnson. Referee slow counting a little bit and a kick out from Brody King. Super kick by Johnson. AEW ruined Wardlow? I wouldn't really say they ruined Wardlow. They still have time to recover. Cover on Buddy Matthews, and that's a victory for Hell's End. Just the second team in this World Tag League to get on the board with 4 points. They came off of a loss on the last episode of the Tag Team Champions. And this time they rebound, this time just the House of Black. As we're almost at the end of this card, we only got 3 matches left. As we first got the House of Torture. Evil and Yujiro Takahashi versus the Guerrillas of Destiny, Hikuleo and El Phantasmo. At least 3 of the 4 men here in this matchup will be at Wrestle Kingdom tomorrow, as Evil and would be teaming with Ren Yurita to take on the team of Shota Umino and Kaito Kiyomiya, while ELP and Hikuleo face off against Bishamon with the IWGP World and the Strong Openweight Tag Team Championships both on the line in a winner-takes-all match. Yujiro, I mean, he'll probably find a way to interfere in the House of Torture match, knowing him. Who do you think should take the title from Orange Cassidy? Ooh. That's a good question. Just 1 second here before I answer that question. Well, that is a good question. Who should be the person to take the title off of Orange Cassidy? There's some good picks probably you can choose to try to take the belt off of Cassidy. Let's see here. I'm trying to think about who could take the belt off of Cassidy. You know what? I think a good pick. You think the title should have stayed on Moxley? Yeah, I can see why. But I don't mind Orange Cassidy being champion. And there's Evil, the House of Torture. Got a huge match tomorrow morning. He's got a big match on Thursday night on Shockwave. It's a hell of a day, but Evil's a guy that he's a tough son of a bitch to put down. He's an evil bastard, too. Probably one of the most evil people in all of Japan. Attack people from behind, calling them assholes, choking people out with steel wires. And he's named Evil for a reason. I think Malachi Black should be the person that takes the belt off of Orange Cassidy. I feel like Malachi Black is in for a push. And a good way to get a good push off someone's having win a title. And you know what? Him beating Orange Cassidy and taking that championship away from Cassidy would be a good idea. I think either Black should win or maybe someone in the ranks that's younger and that could use a good championship victory. And look at that, Evil's already going after the referee and the match has hardly started. So far, GOD at 2 points. They beat Team DK in their first match, while House of Torture have no points because they lost to Chaos. Chaos has the next match as they face off against the tag team champions, the United Empire. What do you think of Eddie Kingston winning the tournament? Yeah, he was my pick to win it, so I'm happy about him winning the tournament. He was my pick to win. Yeah, I know people go, oh my God, Swerve should have won it because it would have made a Triple Crown champion and he could use the momentum to get into a world title picture. Well, the problem with that is he's the triple champion. He would have not only the Ring of Honor title, but the Strong championship, which is really a championship Swerve doesn't need. Swerve Strickland doesn't really need the ROH title or the Strong Openweight title. So there's that. Moxley didn't really need that either. I mean, he'd potentially be the IWGP Global Champion tomorrow if he wins the Triple Threat match. And then people will say Jay White. Jay White can't really win it because he's not really allowed in Japan right now due to him losing a match in February. Big kick to the head by ELP. Back to the head. Now, if Eddie Kingston wasn't the guy to win, I probably would have actually picked Andrade. ELP going for the Torture Rack Neckbreaker, and he got it. Hell of a Neckbreaker from El Phantasmo. Will that be enough to win the match? And a kick out from Yujiro Takahashi. Evil with a door buster. Into the ribs. Taken out of the legs there by Phantasmo. Oh, he's going for CR2 that got them the win over the TMDK. There's CR2. CR2 to Evil by El Phantasmo. Here's the cover. And Evil at 2. Hikuleo from behind, going for a choke slam. He got it. Eddie Kingston and John Moxley's a tag team again? Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't think it would happen because both men are on kind of different directions at the moment. I just don't see Moxley and Kingston being a tag team again just because they're in completely different directions. STO by Evil. Counter by Hikuleo. Here comes a Hurricane Rana by Phantasmo. Big boot by Hikuleo. Hikuleo and Phantasmo, both guys that I could definitely see being the IWGP Tag Team Champions tomorrow. I mean, they already beat the Tag Team Champions before in November. They can certainly do it again. I mean, they're 1-1 against the Tag Team Champions. Hikuleo with a two-handed spine buster. Cover, and a breakup by Evil. And here comes Godsend. And there's Godsend on Evil. And Yujiro broke it up because he moved out of the way of a moonsault. Electric chair drop by Yujiro Takahashi. Yujiro with a clothesline. And Hikuleo had to roll out of the ring. He got drilled that clothesline by the Tokyo Pimp. Counter by Yujiro, but Hikuleo stops him. Eddie and Moxley would be great tag team champions. I mean, yeah, it would have been really fun to see them be champions. I remember when they were tag teaming back, was it 2021? And they almost won the titles from the Young Bucks. Brainbuster by Phantasmo. Spinebuster by Hikuleo. Oh, the leg. Yujiro off the ring canvas. Top rope. Big elbow to the back. And now Hikuleo's going for Godsend now again on Yujiro Takahashi. And he got it. Evil's kind of stunned at the moment. And a kick out by Yujiro as EOP kind of stopped his own suicide dive. Hit clothesline and EOP said, hold on a minute, shot to the back. Evil back in the ring, down he goes. Hikuleo blocked. Oh man. EOP with an axe down on the back. Now he's going for sudden death. He's set up for sudden death. I mean, if he hits it, it's over, because sudden death is usually the way matches end here, but Evil rolled out of the ring. And the match is chaos. House Torture, that match was at least 15 minutes long. It was a long one. It was a very long match. It was ended by a brainbuster by Tomohiro Ishii on Evil. Going for the doorbuster again, but it's a block and a chop block to the back of the leg of El Phantasmo. Back to the ring is El Phantasmo thanks to Evil. Big scoop slam by Yujiro Takahashi. The House of Torture are in control of the match right now. And Evil got caught by Phantasmo. Phantasmo, the Edge-O-Matic. Right to the eyes by Phantasmo, and a kick to the head. Phantasmo goes to the top, going for Thunder Kiss, and he got it. Thunder Kiss by El Phantasmo to put away Evil, and Evil kicks out a Thunder Kiss. Now he's trying to hit CR2. Here comes CR2. And Hikuleo gets the pin, and that's a victory for the Gorillas of Destiny. There's a Thunder Kiss on both Evil and Yujiro Takahashi that got the victory for the Guerrillas of Destiny. That's not only going to give them momentum throughout the rest of the tournament, but that's definitely going to give them some momentum going into tomorrow morning at Wrestle Kingdom, as they try to win the IWGP World Tag Team Championships. Big yawn. Now we got Chaos versus United Empire. Can Chaos be the second ever team to beat the United Empire in 3 months? Or will the United Empire get back on track? They lost, or should I say their undefeated streak of 3 months in a row was broken by Hell's End 2 episodes ago. But in the last episode where they faced Hell's End for the tag team titles, they were able to keep the tag team championships to continue their 4-month-long reign. Oh, and by the way, a happy birthday to Jim Ross. This is Jim Ross's birthday today. But this should be interesting because between Chaos and United Empire, Chaos actually has a winning record against them. Not just here, but in Japan. And can it continue here? Who knows? I mean, we'll find out here and now. There's the tag team champions. Tag champs 4 months, beating some great teams to keep those titles. But those titles were very close to leaving their waist last episode. Now, if Chaos does beat them, I don't think Chaos is going to get a shot at the tag titles. But who knows? I mean, they might get one, knowing how good the team of Okada and Ishii are. Ooh, dream match. Oh, what is this? Dream match? My dream match is Will Ospreay and Bryan Danielson. Hey, that's a good one right there. I like that idea. That's a fantastic match right there. That'd be very good. That is definitely a match to watch when it happens. Will it happen at some point? Probably. I mean, I definitely see it happening. Most likely this year once Will Ospreay's contract is up with New Japan Pro Wrestling in February. Now, will that be with the IWGP World Global Championship on the line or not? Who knows? It depends if Will Ospreay's the global champion or not by that time. That's even if he wins tomorrow morning. Oh my God, Jeff Cobb with wow, Jesus, Jeff Cobb with a suplex from the apron to the floor. Man. Hey, watch your back if you're Okada after that. Jeez Louise, that was a brutal suplex to the floor. Eddie Kingston Okada. That almost happened last year. That actually could have happened last year if Eddie Kingston was in the, in the B block for the G1 Climax last year, but no. Now that would have been a really good matchup. And there goes Renare. Big gun. Ishii. Ishii's actually faced Jon Moxley before, and Eddie Kingston, which both of those matches were really good. And I'm more talking about their matches in Japan, because Jon Moxley and Tomohiro Ishii happened in 2019 for the first time. That was probably the best match of 2019. And then Tomohiro Ishii and Eddie Kingston happened last year in the G1, and that was one of the best matches of last year. Both matches were very hard-hitting. As Ishii's going for the brainbuster, and he got it. Tomohiro Ishii with a brainbuster on Henare to beat the tag team champions. And a kick out from Henare. Oh, jeez. Tomohiro Ishii with a splash off the top rope. DDT from Kazuchika Okada. Cover. The kick out by Cobb. Knee to the head there by Tomohiro Ishii. Okada with a clothesline. Okada with the step through. Okada, another one. Now Okada's going for a third one on Jeff Cobb. Right now there's a submission hold right now on Cobb by Okada. Break up by Henare. Henare on the back suplex. And back of the head of Ishii off the mat. A break up by Okada. Cobb's in the corner right now. Shot by Kazuchika Okada. The shoulder of Okada in the turnbuckle. Wow, Jeff Cobb with a hellacious dropkick in the corner. Definitely a dream match that at some point I would love to see. Not if in AEW, but New Japan is Jeff Cobb versus Wardlow. That would be a hell of a match. Okada going for a spinning tombstone on Henare, and he got it. Tombstone on Henare to try to win the match. And a kick out by Henare. It was almost a victory for Okada. And Ishii. Drop kick to the knee by Kazuchika Okada. Kota Ibushi's your favorite in New Japan? Well, I feel bad for Kota Ibushi because he blew out his knee and his leg yesterday. He was fighting in Pro Wrestling Noah and he got an injury. And I mean a bad injury too. It was not good looking. He tried to wrestle on, I think, a torn quad or something like that yesterday. And man alive, that looked brutal when that happened to him. Dutch shot there by Henare off Okada. Okada needs a spinning sidewalk slam by Henare. Ishii was trying to distract it, so Henare with a headbutt to the back of the head. That was a headbutt right to the back of the head. Top rope is Henare. Missed there by both members of the United Empire. Okada says, come on, bring it on. STO there on Henare. Spinning uppercut by Jeff Cobb. Cobb with a Luthez press. My favorite New Japan now, if we're talking mainstay, full-time New Japan guys, probably I would say probably Gabriel Kidd, just because of his ruthless aggression style, smash mouth wrestler. Great talker, by the way, really good talker, and he's pretty good in the ring. For guys that are both signed in multiple companies, Jon Moxley, because he's Jon Moxley. Moxley was really good when he was in Japan as the Death Rider. That's when I really started to like him, when he was the Death Rider. Better music than he has in AEW in Japan. He's had some probably his best matches in Japan. Not only that, he's won 2 titles over in Japan. He's won the IWGP US Championship twice. Not only that, he won it on his first try and in his debut. Okada's going for a Rainmaker. Rainmaker. Kazuchika Okada with a Rainmaker. And Chaos is beating the United Empire. As the tag team champions fall to no points, they're 0-2 in the tournament. Chaos are now 2-0. A big victory once again by Ishii and Okada. And these two are looking unstoppable. I don't know who can beat these guys. Maybe Hell's End. I mean, they got Hell's End next episode, or say not next episode, but the next time that they go to war. But another big victory for the Rainmaker in the Stone Pit Bowl. They could be the team to watch out for. Okay, now our main event of the evening will be the Boomtown Saints of John Lennox and Ryan Fisher taking on the Rockabilly Connection of Rockstar Steve and Reverend Morbid. Your top 5 favorite wrestlers: Jon Moxley, Eddie Kingston, Kota Ibushi, Kenta, and Bryan Danielson. That's a good list. I mean, those are all pretty good guys. For my favorite right now, I'll go Jon Moxley, Jon Moxley, Tatsuya Naito, Gabe Kidd, Will Ospreay, and Kazuchika Okada. Or probably mine. If not Okada, then swap him out for probably LA Knight or Josh Alexander. You know what? Yeah, get Okada off the list. I want to put a TNA guy on there. So yeah, my top 5 are probably Jon Moxley, Tatsuya Naito, Gabe Kidd, Will Ospreay, and Josh Alexander. All 5 wrestlers very good in the ring. If I had to put an honorable mention on that list, it would probably be Zack Sabre Jr. Just because he's very underrated. Not too many people know how good Zack Sabre Jr. is in the ring. I mean, if you have not seen Bryan Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr. from Wrestle Dream, definitely search that matchup, because that was a banger of a match to watch. Yeah, that is very true. You are correct. Kenta did make the GTS. You are correct. CM Punk did steal the GTS from Kenta. Kenta was wrestling earlier than CM Punk, and he did use the GTS before CM Punk. So yeah, you are correct. And besides, the GTS was CM Punk's original finisher. The referee's in the corner right now. I don't know why the referee's in the corner. These two teams are part of one company, as they're part of the MSW brand. Brand currently owned by Vampiro712 on both Twitch and YouTube. Don't forget to check out his stuff, as he makes something similar like this, but he usually uses all creative guys. Not all of my guys are created by me. I use other people's creations. Like, all of these are Vampiro's guys, and there's been ones made by Shockwave, Iron Taylor, but I do make my own creations too. I've made all the House of Torture people. I've made basically all Bullet Club. I've made myself. I've made Luther. I've made other people. Do I like Kenta? Yeah, I do like Kenta. Kenta's really good. I remember when he was strong openweight champion. I remember when he was United States champion. But his best moment, Kenta's best moment, was what he did at the end of Wrestle Kingdom 14, where he created probably the biggest heat ever seen in Japan since the 90s or 80s. And he got booed bad for what he did, too. I mean, Kenta did something on the levels of 2018 Tommaso Ciampa. And we all know, if you've ever seen 2018 Tommaso Ciampa and how really good he was as a heel, Kenta did something that 2018 Tommaso Ciampa would do. what he did was during Naito's roll call, which Naito's dream, his biggest dream was to do the LIJ roll call when he won the main event of WrestleMania. That happened at WrestleMania 14. Right at the end of the roll call, as he was saying Los Ingobernables, Kenta came out and attacked Naito from behind and then hit him with a go to sleep. And man alive, I don't think I've ever heard a Japanese crowd boo so loudly in my life than I did that moment. I mean, they let Kenta have it. I mean, I heard from people that the booing was so loud that you could hear it from outside of the Tokyo Dome. That was how big of a heat that Kenta got. Do I know who the leader of Bullet Club is right now? It depends on what version you're talking about, because there's multiple versions of Bullet Club. You have the War Dogs, which is the current version of Bullet Club. That is David Finlay. That's their leader. You have Bullet Club Gold, which is Jay White. You have House of Torture, which is like not really Bullet Club, but is a subgroup of Bullet Club. That is Evil. And then you have the Bullet Club Rogue Army, which is in Australia, and that's currently led by Bad Luck Fale. So there's like 4 different versions of Bullet Club. Technically 3, because House of Torture doesn't really count as Bullet Club anymore. But yeah, your current leaders of Bullet Club are David Finlay, Jay White, and Bad Luck Fale. Lennox goes for DDT, is blocked by Rockstar Steve. Punch to the head, Steve, the platinum hit. Isn't Kent in the Bullet Club? Yes, he is. Kent is kind of like in 2 versions of Bullet Club. He's in the War Dogs version, but he's hardly in Japan anymore. So he's kind of a Rogue Army member, because he's more in Australia at the moment, and I believe he holds one of Australia's biggest championships at the moment in wrestling. That's just because I think he prefers wrestling right now in Australia than in Japan. He's had a pretty successful year in Australia. So yeah, he's more of a Rogue Army member than a War Dog. Big shots to the head by Morbid to John Lennox. I wouldn't be surprised if Boomtown Saints and Rock with Connection have a match on MSW this week on Vampiro's channel, as their match had to be ended by simulation due to how long the match was taking. In the corner, Bulldog by Reverend Morbid. AJ is always your favorite leader of Bullet Club? I can see why. I mean, AJ was really good. I'm always a Jay White guy, so I'm going to say Jay White. Kick out by Lennox. Now, I will always say Jay White. This is because he did a lot with them, and he was pretty successful with them. Oh, double underhook DDT on John Lennox. That could be a victory for Rockabilly Connection in the main event, and that's it. The Rockabilly Connection have beaten the team of John Lennox and Ryan Fisher. They're at 4 points, as that's the 3rd team today with 4 points. AJ was your favorite when he was in TNA? Oh, definitely. I mean, Impact Styles is great, but that's a huge victory here in the main event by Rockabilly Connection by Steve and Reverend Morbid, the 3rd team to go up to 4 points today, as they're joined along with Hell's End and Chaos. Big victory once again for Rockabilly Connection as they look to try to retain their MSW World Tag Team Championships against Boomtown, most likely on this weekend. But a big show that we had tonight. If you have not seen the whole thing, don't forget to rewatch it. We'll see you next time for probably tomorrow. Probably most likely tomorrow morning. If not tomorrow, we could have maybe an episode tonight. If most likely we don't have an episode tonight or tomorrow, definitely Friday. We'll see you next time. Stay classy.